We haven't been live in a very, very long time. So we figured I'd go live, wrap some orders, see if some people will come. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. What do I know? But that's right. I'll show you what I'm wrapping. I'll wrap it. Bing, bang, boom, right?
Bing, bang, boom.
All right.
Okay, you good?
Yes. Now you got a record store to run.
I do.
You will pop in and out though, right?
I will.
All right.
I don't got my soda, so you know.
Oh my goodness.
I will die.
Oh.
I will die of dehydration.
So yes, we are wrapping orders all by myself. It's a thing. So gotta get this stuff wrapped, such as AJR Neotheater. That's right, my first one I'm wrapping, just to get it out of the way and gone. Hello. Oh wow, I got a thumbs up already. No way. Somebody liked me enough to give me a thumbs up. I didn't know this was a thing. It's been such a long time since we've been live, since we've done really anything on this channel like that. She's been putting up a lot of her videos in the morning, her shorts, but we used to make a video pretty much every day. And then we've gotten bogged down with, everyday life. We are having a wonderful and amazing day. Thank you. I hope you are as well, Samantha. We are I am wrapping orders. I'm all by myself in the back room today. As crazy as it is, because everybody wanted off for Memorial Day. So I'm like, well, I can wrap orders while I talk to people. Who knows? Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But I gotta say, this week's bestseller, by far, Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter's been selling like crazy, in store and online. Ooh, this is a big boy. Bigger order. Bigger orders get bigger boxes. Which I wouldn't imagine any other thing. Second best selling has got to be a Taylor Swift Midnight. Still, it's been what, 2 years? Midnight's outsells the Tortured Poets department in this store. Hello. So that's like Taylor news, right? And is everybody excited for Taylor's new album? I'll be excited when I get the pre-order for it. Like, that's the thing. We haven't gotten any of the pre-orders for it. We're not really allowed. But we do sell other things, such as Pantera. I mean, these are things that actually got ordered. Iron Maiden. I'm wrapping them right now. And Megadeth. So Pantera sounds like a heavy metal order to me. We sell a little bit of everything here, though. So this is a triple order, so it gets double boxed. Right? That's what I'm saying. I'll be super excited for that album once we're able to get the pre-orders and we know which variants we're going to be able to carry and stock in the record store. But right now, I'm a little nervous because a lot of times they've been doing a lot of D2C. Oh man, I forgot to put that in. I'll get it in a second. So I'm like, which variants is she going to allow independent record stores to do? And I'm not sure, but I just heard, do we have Sabrina's new album? Of course we do. We sold a bunch of it, but it's probably like the last stuff I'm going to wrap. But yeah, of course we do. I was just saying how Sabrina Carpenter's new album is our bestseller of the week. So she's been actually killing it. I'm still a little in shock about Ava Max. Has anybody heard the new Ava Max album? If you're into pop music, have you heard the new Ava Max album? I didn't think it was bad. Don't click play. I didn't think it was a bad album at all. So I'm a little surprised at how there was no promo for it whatsoever. And sales on that thing are miserable. Hopefully her streaming numbers are okay. But I can tell you that album is not moving. Nobody knew about it, except for her fans. Which, yes, I understand she has millions of fans, but if nobody knows an album's coming out, Where's the excitement going to be if she's not excited for it, you know? I know Stephanie was super excited for it. Here we got the Black Eyed Peas. The End. Black Eyed Peas. You know. You'd be surprised at like the diverse things that we do sell in this store. Is everybody having a good weekend? Because it's an extended weekend here in the United States. Because it is Labor Day. Today is Labor Day. But it's been such a long time since we went live. We can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. First person that picks a topic, I'll talk about it. No matter how crazy it is. So if there's anything you'd like me to discuss, even if it's about the record store. I've been doing this a long time. I mean, have you listened to Sabrina Carpenter's new album, Man's Best Friend? Yes. We had a listening party for it. Oh, see, here we go. Here's a Sabrina order. This is Man's Best Friend. This is the indie exclusive on Seafoam Green Vinyl. That's right. I'm telling you, we sold a bunch of these. We also still have a few of the Dusty Rose. I did hear Fifth Harmony's coming back together. Or they did for like the Jonas Brothers concert. I did hear a little bit about that. We do follow Pop Crave on Twitter. So, you know, every morning Stephanie goes on there for like 5 seconds. And we get all the latest and greatest updates. And we were pleasantly surprised to see that. I might still have some old Fifth Harmony albums. Not many, but I'm sure I have some. We have so much stuff in this store. This store is stocked. So, what's your most asked question you get about vinyl? Besides, is it in stock? Do you have Taylor Swift? That is our most asked question ever. Do you have Taylor Swift? And our biggest statement is, why is Ariana Grande upside down, even though we don't do that no more? As funny as that is. See, here's another Sabrina. They're coming. They're coming. That's right. I really loved Emails I Can't Send. I thought this album was good. I think it's going to take me a little bit of time, though. Some albums do. Like Torture Poets Department for Taylor, I wasn't a big fan. But Midnights, I'm a huge fan of the album Midnights. I think she crushed that. The Anti-Hero and all that. Oh, man, I loved it. Where Torture Poets Department was kind of too slow for me. It wasn't store music. And if it's not store music, it's not something that I can listen to on a regular basis. Because I'm always in the record store. Where Midnights was completely store music. It was more upbeat. And Sabrina Carpenter, Emails I Can't Send, was more store music. But I'm disappointed in Chapel Roan. I want a new Chapel Roan album. And I know, because I'm sure you guys all seen that she said it'd be like 5 years or something. And to me, that's just way too long. Way too long. But we're still selling a bunch of Ozzies, too. This is Blizzard of Oz. Ozzy. And this one does have Crazy Train on it. I wish Taylor... I mean, I just recently got a chance to listen to Lover. I know Stephanie's listened to Lover 1,000 times. But I gotta say, Lover's not a bad album. I prefer if she did it in that style. I don't know. I'm concerned with this album from Taylor. I liked her in her bad girl phase. I did. You know, and I get it. You can't stay in that phase forever. But I liked it. You know, that's like my favorite Lana album is always going to be Born to Die because she was young, charismatic, crazy. You know what I mean? It's a thing. Where I know Stephanie loves Chemtrails Over the Country Club, but again, it's not store music. So for me, it kind of has to have a little rhythm to it instead of just soft. If that makes sense. Or you can go really... Whoa, I found 2 papers. Oh, I didn't pull this one. Okay, I gotta put this paper to the side. This is Deicide. Deicide from Real Gone Music. They go hard. What's the latest album that you picked up yourself? Somebody better have an answer for me. Was the newest one your Sabrina? Was it something else? Let us know. What are you into? It doesn't have to be pop. It could be anything. But yeah, I got a big old stack here to wrap. And you can clearly see we sell a very diverse catalog of music. Most asked question. You're all very quiet with me. I guess it has been a long time since we did a live. That's right. This is Skid Row's Glam Rock. That's right. With We Are the Youth Gone Wild. That's right. Still have a couple of those in stock. I probably have about 100 left. The last time I bought was Greetings from My Hometown. Jonas Brothers. Okay. We still have a couple signed CDs by the Jonas Brothers. Or Joe Jonas. Joe Jonas signed. And they're on the table too to get wrapped. Because Joe Jonas just came out with his own. But yeah, no, the Jonas Brothers are like reuniting everybody, aren't they? It's pretty cool. Anybody into hip hop? You got Cardi B coming out with her album. You got Cardi B. Cardi B is coming out with an album. So, that's interesting. It's been 7 years since her last one. You know, nobody knows who Zach Top is. I have the new Zach Top albums in store. I can't move them in store. Online, I could sell the heck out of that Zach Top. From what everybody's telling me, it's a great album. And that Deftones album actually kicked butt. That was a really, really good album. I was actually surprised by that. I didn't anticipate them knocking it out of the park the way that they did. Now, White Pony will always hold a special place in my heart. Don't get me wrong. And Around the Fire. But I like Private Music. I thought they did an excellent job. This didn't sell too bad either. This is the new Selena. That's right. This is the new Selena. 2 LP. It ends with my favorite Selena song. Bitty Bitty Bum Bum. I love it. So, this is the picture disc though. And people are still very shaky on the picture discs. And I think that's because of their parents. But picture discs nowadays are not the same picture discs they were in the 70s. They are made with a different process and everything. And that's why they're way better now. And they started these new processes around the time when Reputation came out by Taylor. Because if you have Reputation on vinyl, and the only way to get it mass produced is the picture disc, is the 2-disc picture disc. For Reputation, I mean, yes, I do know the orange one exists, but we sell the picture discs. You can't get that orange one. So, nobody's ever complained about the quality on that, have they? So I just love the fact that people are like, oh, it's a picture disc. I think the biggest problem with picture discs and colored vinyl itself is a very simple thing, but back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, when you bought a record, it was special. In the 40s, 50s, and 60s, that is how you listened to music when it wasn't playing on the 5 radio stations that you had. This is Aaliyah, I Care For You. And you needed to take care of that album, big time. So black vinyl back then, and even now, is a lot easier to take care of than any other colored vinyl there is. So people who sleep on black vinyl, they're not realizing, it's the same thing with picture discs. Picture discs are even harder to clean. How much clean, care, maintenance you have to do on your albums. Black vinyl, you know if there's a hair on there. But if you have a white record, it's a lot harder to see a hair on a white album or a translucent blue vinyl and an imperfection whatsoever, even a scuff mark. It's hard to see them on colored vinyl. Now, it's even harder to see anything like that on a picture disc. Think about that. So, to me, I'll take black vinyl over all these other crazy things. Yes, I do enjoy the colors, and I like watching them spin, and it's a whole vibe, and I get that. But if it's an audiophile pressing, I want it on black vinyl. Call me crazy. And that's the other thing. Have you noticed how no pop records have come out in audiophile pressings properly yet? Mayhem's a great album. Forget the album, though. The Mayhem tour is awesome. I think Gaga is queen. You know, I enjoyed all of her albums up to Chromatica. And I'm finally starting to listen to Chromatica again and enjoying it for the first time. Even though I've heard it 50 times, I'm finally getting it. You know, this is Metallica, the Black Album. That's right. Enter Sandman, Sad But True. I grew up with this album. What are you guys' thoughts on colored vinyl? You know, you like it for the aesthetics, right? But isn't it a lot easier to clean an album if it's on black vinyl than it is to clean it on... If it's a picture disc, it's almost impossible to know where the imperfections are because it's got so much going on. Ooh, her Wednesday debut? Nice. Every album should sound better on vinyl as long as it was actually remastered or mastered for vinyl. If it wasn't mastered for vinyl and it was just a thrown together album, sometimes they'll sound a little off. But most of the time, albums are mastered for vinyl. So you prefer to get an album on a pretty color or some sort of a variant. See, I prefer the black vinyl just because this way I could keep better control of it. That's just me and the way I collect, I think. Plus, I'm not sure of everybody's age range here, but with my age range, I had records in the 90s. In the 80s, I started playing with them. So, what about this lady right here? Everybody sleeps on Miss Britney. Do you think Britney Spears will ever come out with another album? There's a question for you. Do you think Britney Spears will ever come out with another album? Wow. Ooh, that's a tough one, isn't it? And I'm not saying a great album. I don't think she'll ever have another Oops, I Did It Again. And this is the purple pressing as well. But I'm wondering if she's ever going to come out with another album. I'm sure she'll tour again or do something. She's still got a long life ahead of her. But I'm wondering if she's ever going to come out with a brand new album. Like Cher. You know, Cher's come out with several different remixes and everything of her albums. throughout the years. So I'm wondering the same about Miss Brittany. Yeah, well, I think she wants to chill now too. But I'm saying ever. Ever. I can't wait to hear her album either. I'm worried though. I'm worried about Taylor's new album. I'm going to say it. I am definitely concerned. Now, you know, Stephanie and I have definitely have mixed opinions on the new Taylor album. I'm concerned because she's in love. See, but that's the thing. She's in love. I want those breakup. Look what you made me do. I want. That's the stuff I liked. So, I gotta say, I'm a little concerned. This is Clairo. That's right, Clairo. She's another one. She's doing her thing, which is beautiful. This was the Diary 101. What's your favorite Taylor album? I mean, I will always go with 1989. I will always go with 1989. Always. But I like Midnights. I really do. I think Midnights is a great album. It's a thing.
I'm like, where am I? Where am I?
Would you mind sitting down? I need water for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap
I
this
can't
one.
do that.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I'm like,
do
if you could just give me 1 minute. I didn't check the reserve, so I gotta fill the water up on that.
And you know, it's been warm enough that it'll just evaporate.
Yeah, no, well, that's the thing. So we're talking about Taylor, and they asked me my favorite Taylor album. So I told them. You know, for me, it's 1989.
Yeah, 1989 is her masterpiece.
And you know, second is Midnights.
And
But go
third
ahead.
is Lover.
If you could just sit down for a minute, I gotta fill up the water reserve for my wrapping machine. I'm sorry, guys.
But the new Taylor album is supposed to be dance pop. So I'm super excited because you guys know how much I love to dance. So if I can dance through the entire album, I can't wait. I'm so excited. You only paid attention to Taylor when she put out 1989. I love every single Lady Gaga album too. Lady Gaga is fabulous. Mayhem is still my favorite album of 2025. What is your favorite album of 2025 so far? But Lady Gaga is always awesome. Oh wow, there's 19 people with us and only 10 thumbs ups. Does that mean 9 of you are not having fun with us? Okay, so I can't believe Taylor waited for me to not be here to get engaged. Like, Travis, like, what's wrong with you? Like, why? Why did you have to wait until I wasn't here to get engaged? So I couldn't be like, So, you know, it's like, you know, we'll see, you know, how everything goes. I wonder how wedding planning is going to go. Kesha's your favorite? Kesha's also fabulous. But, you know, Kesha period is your username, display name. So I'm not surprised that Kesha's your favorite.
I gotta find this one too. It was an extra paper.
Oh, that happens. They get stuck together. Okay, so we did the Sabrina Carpenter listening party for the release day listening party, and all the bumper stickers are stuck together with static. So it's crazy. My favorite Taylor Swift album is 1989. It's 1989, and then it's Midnights, and then it's Lover. But I'm hoping, I lost it now. Life of a Showgirl. I'm hoping Life of a Showgirl will get in there somewhere. You know, in like the top 3, because I would love to have a new Taylor album. I would love to have a new Taylor album that is a favorite.
I don't think so.
Why don't you think so?
Because she's in love.
I know, so she's happy.
You're gonna get another tortured poop department.
We know a tortured poop department was, you know, her being sad.
I know.
So she's not sad anymore.
It's a great album, but it's
she's not sad anymore.
Music.
So now we're gonna have another happy album. A happy. I don't know. I like Somber on social media. Somber's hysterically funny on social media, but unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to listen to anything somber yet.
All right.
But I kept thinking people were saying Sonder, like the band Sonder. That, you know.
It's 2:06. I'll wrap
Yeah.
for about another half hour.
Okay, and then lunchtime.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You okay
So you
with
guys,
that?
yep, you guys have fun. Mwah.
Okay. I just want to knock out some stuff.
I remember what I'm doing now.
How was the Sabrina listening party?
So good. so good. We had so much fun.
It was great.
When are the bonus tracks coming? Because that album was not freaking long enough. Not long enough. And I don't want 4 bonus tracks. No. I want like 6 bonus tracks, 8 bonus tracks, because that album was over like that. I need more Sabrina.
Wait a minute. If you're going to have 6, 8 bonus tracks, that means 6, 8 different variants with 1 song on each, right?
No, we just need a deluxe. We just need a deluxe or a forward or a something.
What are you talking about?
Something cute.
How many pairs of lingerie can one lady own? I'm sorry.
You know what I love about Sabrina Carpenter? Her freaking shoe collection. Sabrina Carpenter's shoe collection is like the rival of like any other artist other than Cher.
What do you know about Yule? What do you know about Yule?
I'm gonna forget what I'm doing again.
That's right, Yule. Sold Yule. Yes. But no, I'm worried about the new Taylor album. I gotta say, I'm concerned. She's in love. And I'm afraid she's gonna come out with a softer album again. You know, that's my only concern with it. If I'm wrong, because it's Life of a Showgirl. And showgirls are normally fun. So I'm hoping that I'm dead wrong and she brings her A game. I hope Jack Antonoff was ready to write and she's ready to perform. And there you go. You know, and I do think that no matter what happens, her energy is always up there. It's gonna be pop. I don't think so, Shauna. I don't think so. I think she's gonna bring the love. Oh, Travis, I love you. Like, come on, man. Look what you made me do. No. I'm just saying. There's a difference. You know. I'm definitely worried about that, though. But yes, the Sabrina Carpenter party was fun. I'm going to complain. a little baby bit. Does anybody really want to hear me complain? If you could put the word, give me a C in the chat. If somebody puts a C, I will complain about the party and I will tell you my real opinion. Ooh. You don't get real from me too much. If nobody wants to hear it, I'm not going to do it. This is Nirvana Nevermind with the boy and, you know. You want the drama? I'm going to give you the drama. I'm going to bring my A game on this. You ready? Listen, I love the album. I think Sabrina did. Oh, wow. Wow, Steph came back to, oh, shit. Oh, shoot.
Okay, so a younger gentleman just asked me if we have cassette players, and I said, oh, we have Walkmans up by the counter. And he said, what's that?
I love it. Hey, introduce people to new things.
I'm so old.
Hey, introduce people to new things. All right. Here's really how I feel about the Sabrina Carpenter listening party. You ready? It's going to be bad. What is the shirt you are wearing? I like that logo. Sad Boy. It's Sad Boy. That's right. Antisocial. Yeah. But it's more like a younger person's brand. But it's very, very comfortable. Somebody gifted it to me. Anyway, my opinion on that Sabrina Carpenter listening party is, party was awesome. People came. She's the vibe. She is awesome. Her label, on the other hand, do you know what the gift was with the actual gift? Does anybody know what the actual gift was for all the attendees of the party? This is where I'm going to complain. It was a sticker. It was a cool bumper sticker. It was an actual cool bumper sticker. I'm not taking away from what it was. Does anybody have an idea of how much money these labels are making on all of this stuff? Think about that. Think about how much money they're making off of these albums. Now, you want to enjoy the music, and that's fine. And yes, I'm so thankful. I truly am thankful to every single person. No, not stickers. No, Kenny. Not stickers. Sticker. It was a big bumper sticker. But it was a bumper sticker. Why couldn't they give us bags? Give us bags. The main prize was a slip mat, which it was her in the puppy pose, which was great. But that should have been like give everybody a slip mat. They're not that expensive to produce. I know this. I've made them for our record store. You know, these are things that I know. So I'm going, wait a second. A bumper sticker cost you not even a dime. Not even a dime. And they wouldn't let us show it. They wouldn't let us anything. I'm not complaining about the parties. The parties are great. For our community, it is terrific. For everybody's community, for the entire record community, these parties are awesome. Especially when you have a great album. But if you're going to have a party and you're going to give out party favors, no, that poster, wait a second, that poster, that's gift with purchase. So, like, you could come to the party and get a sticker. If you came to the party and you bought the album, then you were given a poster. The instructions are very specific on what was for what. So this way you don't screw it up as, you know, a proprietor of a record store. We're not the sharpest people. And I'm not talking garbage either. Yes, but the difference is people came for the community. That's the thing. And we appreciate each and every person who came out for the community. The only reason why I'm really complaining about that, I think right now at this time, is because somebody brought in all the gift with purchases from like the Beatles when they reissued all the Beatles albums in the 80s. All the gifts with purchases were freaking amazing. You know, such as like a mending packet. Okay, that's cool. Do you guys even know what a mending packet is? For sewing? Like, you know, if you get a hole in your shirt, you could sew. It was a mending packet with the Beatles logo on it. There was stickers. There was stuff. There was pins. There was all different types of stuff. It wasn't cheap. I wish I had the pins. Oh, I do have the pins. Check this out. Ready? I want to show you the difference. Okay, you're like, look at this enamel pin. This was a gift with purchase. I don't know how to actually show this properly. It's an enamel pin, right? Of the Beatles for Rubber Soul. Now check this out, right? You're like, okay, that's cool. Look at the quality in the back. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it focused on there. Look at the quality. Am I ballooning anybody? Or is that real quality? Now, this is another one. It's look, they're already sealed. They're still sealed. A lot of the things I have. Okay, that's what these are. This is a whole package of things like that. So I got a whole thing of them. They're mine. But the point behind that is, you could still get a lot of quality stuff made. And how good would that look for Sabrina Carpenter? You know, imagine it was a gift quality pin. That's a gift quality pin. That's a holy macaroni pin. That's not the normal thing. That's what I expect. I want them to bring their A game. And they can. They have the funds to do it. With an artist like Sabrina Carpenter, they do have the funds to do it. You know, even Taylor gave out like personalized notes. You remember that for like when she came out with Torture Poets Department? Yeah, Shona. You know, I'm not necessarily complaining. I'm not dogging anybody. We did have a Loive listening party as well. I forget what was the gift for the Loive listening party?
It was tote bag.
Wait a minute. Was that the big gift?
Yeah.
What was the small gifts? Posters?
We have posters and pins for gift with purchase.
So we had posters for the Leve listening party. Leve, pardon me. For the Leve listening party, we had posters. For gift with purchase, we had pins. And for the bigger, like the prize, we pass out tickets and everything. It was a tote bag. That's not bad. A tote bag. Yeah, that's what I said. So, that's not bad. Okay, well, that's still something, you know? Plus, not to mention, we got in our standee. I believe only 50 stores got those standees. For Leve, I'm saying. So, you know, I'm not dogging the albums. The labels are getting cheap. This is a Wet Leg Moisturizer. This is the indie exclusive. These are good albums too. You know. But I do think that they could do more for the communities if they chose to. And they could really elevate us. Instead, they try to take everything, put it D2C, charge you guys $12 shipping, and steal all the independent record stores' sales because they're letting you guys, they're selling the D2Cs, and some of these D2Cs are the same exact pressings as the indie exclusives. What are you going to do? I'm not complaining because they don't have to do anything for us. But I say if you're going to do something, do it. You know, I'll give you an example. Charlie XCX's listening party, right? We had big posters. We had there's certain labels and certain, especially in the big three, certain ones that do these things correct. Like really, really good. And then you go to other ones that'll give you a sticker. Just saying. I hope they treat her better. That's it. That's it. Yeah. I'm not trying to talk bad about the art. Those albums are phenomenal. I just know they can do more, and they're choosing not to. And the sad part is, a lot of these labels are ran by the younger generation. They're not ran by old men like me. They're not. Okay, pardon me. They're ran by old men like me. But the workers there, and the ideas, and where they're coming with these things, are the younger generation. I've spoken to several of them. This is the Deftones, Diamond Eyes. Still selling all these Deftones albums. So I hope that wasn't too bad on my part, what I had to say about that. But it's my real honest opinion on the Sabrina Carpenter listening party. Deftones' album this year, I'm telling you, I think they're going to win an award for it. You know who else's album was ridiculous and grew on me? Linkin Park. The Linkin Park album grew on me. And I know a lot of people hated on the young lady in the group, but she brought the fire. Are you looking forward to the new Florence and the Machine album out on Halloween? I am. Very, very much so. In fact, I think I just put the pre-orders up for it. It might not even have updated yet because I just put them up. Because I was like, oh, you know. But I think they had to. Okay. You want to talk about another controversy? I got one for you. Let me know if you want me to talk about it, though, okay? With Sabrina Carpenter and these extra tracks, right? The bonus tracks. Okay? A lot of people are saying they're going to come in October. A lot of people are saying that. What day is Taylor's album supposed to be released? What day? Can anybody tell me the date? I'm sure somebody knows. This is Bonnie Raitt, old school. Because it's supposed to come out, isn't it like the 28th or something crazy like that? October 20th, the new Taylor album? Somebody gotta let me know. New Taylor album. Yeah, it's October. I think it's somewhere around the 20th. It's supposed to be released. October 3rd. Okay. Fair enough. Let's say you're right. I'm going to assume you're right because I'm not looking anything up right now. I'm literally wrapping orders. Anything that comes, any pop album that comes even close to that date is done. It don't matter what label, who you're with, what you do, it's done. There is nobody on this planet messing with Taylor. Nobody. I don't care what album you're thinking of putting up against that album. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. There's no competing. Taylor will shut down your city if she chooses to. Literally. Your airport will be so clogged, you're done. Like, Taylor is holy cow. So in my opinion, and this is where my opinion comes in to play. There is no way on earth Sabrina Carpenter is putting out those bonus tracks after that album. Those bonus tracks are coming sooner than everybody thinks. They are coming this month. They don't have a choice. Once Taylor drops that album, it's a wrap. She is taking this year's sales in October. Unless they pull an Adele. Does everybody understand what Adele did with Adele 30? Now, a lot of people complain. You remember the controversy with Adele 30? Oh my gosh, she clogged up
all the pressing plants.
Oh man, nothing else could come out. We got a 6-month backlog because she had to get 500,000 albums. There's a reason why Adele did 500,000 albums. Number one, she had them sold. She had a great sales team on her side. If you got a great sales team, it don't matter how many you press, you just sell them. And that's what she did. She sold them. She got Album of the Year, and I think that album came out right before Christmas, right?
Yeah, it was like November.
To take Album of the Year. To take Sales of the Year. Pardon me, not Album of the Year. Sales.
Leve's empty again.
Leve. So, anything that's going to be coming out, they need to drop that thing before Taylor's album. You get every major artist you have on your label's album out. Now. Right now. Because there's no... Taylor took the rest of the year. Bottom line, the rest of the year is hers. It's a 10. I was wondering whether you had some recommendations when buying a good quality record and CD player. Sabrina is featured on? Nice. Recommendations? Yeah. Don't buy Chinese crap. Sorry. But yes, Madonna. Who's that girl? Love this. They called this movie a flop. I call baloney on that. I love this movie. I grew up with it. Every time I was homesick as a kid, I watched this movie. Love Madonna. I know it's crazy, but it was like in secret. Nobody knew that. Well, my sister's on, so I'm sure she now knows. But yes. But that's my honest opinion. Is any major pop artist that's coming out, they need to drop it right now. Right now. Even if you're going after the pop genre, you need to drop it right now. So, I'm very sad to say, no Lana album this year. I'm very sad to say it. I wanted a new Lana album. We all wanted a new Lana Del Rey album. And unless Lana's coming after Taylor, I don't see it happening. I think in its own right, every single Madonna album that came out in the 80s and 90s is a masterpiece. Some of the stuff in the 2000s, in the last 25 years, have been iffy. But, oh, thank you, Cameron. I mean, you know. The Disney Channel vinyl? I have things that they like repressed. I'll give you an example. Hollywood Records is pretty much Disney Records. And they did like Meet Miley Cyrus. I still sell copies of that every single day. I just sold the Cheetah Girls on vinyl. Tarzan, I sell on vinyl all the time. It's a fabulous pressing of Tarzan. It's on a green vinyl. But those are things that I do sell. So, yeah, they're pretty easy to find. It just depends on what you're exactly looking for. Are you looking for like Mickey Mouse, things like that? Then, yeah, you can find those. What about Casey Musgrave? How is everybody feeling about Casey Musgrave lately? I think this is her best album. My opinion. I mean, it's... and I understand Deeper Well, and I understand a few others, but... I hope Harry Styles comes out with a new album. Harry Styles is a little crazy. I'm concerned with any of the One Direction people coming out with new stuff. I love Niall Horan. I think Niall Horan's marketing is fabulous. I think Niall Horan is all the way up there on the marketing level. Now, I wonder sometimes if it's him or if it's his team. Because if it's his team coming up with this stuff, that's great. But I honestly truly think it's him himself. You know, and I know a lot of these pop stars are great actors and actresses. But he just comes across as very genuine to me. And Harry Styles comes off as too large for life. But Niall Horan comes across as a real person to me. Who knows about the RSD list? I can't stand when they drop those things too early, to be perfectly honest. It bothers me. And I know how anticipated people are for the RSD list. I feel that when that list drops, it overshadows everything else that a record store tries to accomplish throughout the years. I wish they would drop that list 2 weeks before it came out to the general public. That's what I wish, but it will never happen because they need to create the buzz, and I understand that. But I'm just giving you my perspective. Now, I don't speak for the whole vinyl community or anything like that. I speak for myself. Creed. My own prison. That's right. Telling you, we sell a very diverse catalog here. All different types of stuff. But I do think that her bonus tracks are going to drop much sooner than people think. It's really a thing, because once that list drops, that's all anybody gives a shit about or cares about, and it affects record sales. So Record Store Day sits there and goes, "Oh, we help all these record stores," and they do, they really, really do. I'm not complaining, but when they drop that list too early, nothing else moves except for Taylor Swift, because nothing's stopping Taylor. Just saying. Nothing's stopping Taylor. It don't matter at all. That's a real thing. But everything else stops. And then that's all anybody wants to talk about. And there's so much more to music, so much new music that comes out every year that just gets pushed to the side. You know, and then you got all the people who don't have a real vested interest in this, such as, you know, promoters and things like that. What are your opinions on deluxe albums? How long do you think the artists... I love deluxe albums. I think it's absolutely terrific. And in my opinion, when an artist drops a deluxe album, it's like they're giving to their fans what their fans actually want. You know, I wish that more people would drop live albums. That's what I want. Where are all the pop star live albums? Wouldn't you love to see it? I would love a full album of Charlie XCX. Oh, what club did she do right before she dropped Brat? I can't think of it. But I would love to see live albums from these pop stars. And I want to hear the audience. And I want the participation. And I want to be a part of it. And I feel like a live album can bring that.
Boiler Room.
Yeah, Boiler Room, that's right. Yeah, this is Ariana Grande. Yeah. I said it. I did it. There's a reason for that, people. Anyway, I would love for the deluxe albums to also include tracks from a live album. Things like that. Yeah, there's nothing like the energy of a live show. There's not. And like Eternal Sunshine, Dangerous Woman, Ariana Grande, 2 best albums to me. Terrific. And I hope you love them. I love Ariana Grande albums too. One day I will write a tell-all book, and I will tell you what Ariana Grande did to us. And it was personal. That's right. But I don't know. I think artists should wait a handful of weeks, or and then release a couple of bonus tracks, right? Online streaming. You know, I talked to a guy. This guy was richer than anybody I've ever met before. I think it would be close. He owns a major label, and I got to have a very personal conversation with this gentleman. And I bashed one of his albums that they released. This is a real story. I dogged him. I didn't dog him. I dogged this album because there was some stuff wrong on it. I'm not going to go into details of people and everything, but I really was harsh. And I was right. So he came up to me and he starts laughing. First thing he says, "Oh my God, I need a picture." So we took pictures together. Him, myself, Stephanie. This is a real thing. Turned around and he says, "You know, you were awfully hard on this album." He said, "But you were right." He said, you were on point." He said, "And I appreciate you for that." So he pulls me to the side and he says, "I'm going to tell you something. And this is the realest thing you're ever going to hear." And I said, "Okay." He says, "We don't make money on physical media. That's like the joke." He's like, "We don't care about it. All we care about are the streaming numbers. We don't care." He's like, "I appreciate your honesty." And he's like, "And I appreciate the community and I appreciate everything. And okay, maybe it does help. And you know, it's like you could go to the show and you could buy a t-shirt or a vinyl record. And that's great. You know, thanks. But it means nothing without those streaming numbers, without those live shows, without all of the other stuff." And I'm going, whoa. You know, so I got into it a little bit with him. And the bottom line is, the margins on a record are way better. This is another reality that most people in this business will never know. And now I'm about an hour into this thing, close. So I could talk some shit. Where you can't for like the first, you know, because all the looky-loos got to leave. Does that make sense? Anyway, I got into it with a bunch of people, right? I went to this conference in the middle of nowhere. And I felt like a second-class citizen. And I felt like a second-class citizen because I do physical media. Another gentleman talked some shit, said some stuff. And I said, I said to Steph, Steph, I'm feeling like I shouldn't sell physical media. I should probably just open up my own label and push. I know how to sign people. I know how to do all this. I've pressed plenty of stuff. I know how to do all of it. And she says, "Okay, well, you could do that if you'd like." A guy over here hears me talking this to my wife. And he says, "I want to tell you something." Now, I knew this gentleman too. It wasn't like I didn't know who he was. And he represents a major distribution in physical media. He says, "The one thing you're missing is physical makes more money." And I said, "How so?" And he broke down the figures, and we actually had a really, really good conversation. And he was like, the guy that said that to you was right. That's all they care about. He said, "But realistically, without the physical, there probably wouldn't be streaming as it is today." Kind of interesting. This is Haley Williams. Does everybody know who Hayley Williams is? That's right. This is the Big Boy 3 LP for Hayley Williams. She has a new album coming out finally, which is pretty cool. Hayley Williams is the lead singer of Paramore, if you didn't know. So I do get into a lot of conversations with some real people in this business from time to time. And I do get a chance to learn, you know, how to actually talk about things, even though I'm not always proper. You know, people don't necessarily understand records and how to take care of them. And I know this. And I'm not saying anybody on here doesn't know, but what I am saying is I sell a physical product. So I have to deal with the general public a lot. And we do get complaints and, you know, oh, this album's damaged, this one came warped, this one has this one has that. Now, we get all these complaints. We're supposed to. We are a record store. Yeah, it's a thing. It happens. It's music, you know. It's a physical product. So yes, we do deal with all of that. And streaming, they don't have to deal with any of it. And like, people don't understand how much stuff you eat as a record store. Oh, see, this is my second best-selling album. Ready? Of the whole week. I told you guys early on, I'm not ballooning you either. It's Taylor Swift, Midnight's the purple variant. This is the indie exclusive, not the Target one. They're two different ones. For those of you that didn't know, I sell so much of this, it's almost unbelievable. But yes, that's me talking a little bit of hooey. Midnight's, I probably have 6 on this table for Midnight's. Yeah, no, we sell a lot of Midnights. We also promote it. We love it's one of my favorite Taylor albums. So like I will tell people exactly how I feel. You know, I feel like Sabrina Carpenter's Email I Can't Send, to me, is a little bit better. And I know I'm going to catch flack for that. But that's just how I feel. Now, I'm not saying the productions are all on point for all these artists. They're spending the money. They're spending a lot of money. Are you getting lunch ready?
Yeah, after I grab something from lunch.
Okay.
I think our numbers are way off on one.
What? Oh. Just like I'm still selling Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. This is the 50th anniversary. Dark Side of the Moon. Still selling. You know, I mean, it's been a whole thing. I do. That's great, Cameron. I really do think she should have waited until 2026. I think she should have had that feature on Taylor's album and then dropped her album. There's got to be a reason why, though. And let me tell you, they probably have a serious rollout plan that I couldn't even comprehend. But they want to give independent record stores bumper stickers. Just saying. But they probably have a very, very serious rollout plan for the album. But if she would have turned around and waited, the album probably would have hit way, way better. I'm sure it's number one I'm sure it is. It wouldn't surprise me though if Deftones was still number one. Deftones, that release for Deftones was very serious. And the company that she's with that Deftones is with is very serious. I agree. She should have done more singles off of it and dropped the album 2026, probably mid-January. Or she should have put out another Christmas album. Like she did Fruitcake last year. These are starting to pick up in sales too. This is the Charlie Brown Halloween pumpkin. It's pumpkin cut. These are starting to sell really well because it's getting around that season. And every year I bring in Halloween long before Halloween. So I'm fully prepared to sell a lot of these. I gotta say, I understand. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you know how much stuff these labels can do? I mean, they're not small labels. These ladies are on top tier labels. They can make a career and break a career like it's nothing to them. So I do think that they should put out better quality merch separate from their merch stores. You know what I mean? I don't know. Who am I, right? Who am I? What do I know? I only sell a couple of records. I can literally sit here all day wrapping records. I can. If I was to show you what's already wrapped, you wouldn't believe me. There's probably 700 albums back here that we've wrapped up this weekend because the post office is closed for Labor Day today. I don't think Ariana Grande is playing anything smart. Sorry. Yes, I know. That was a little bit of hate, and I apologize to you personally. You know. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know. One day you will understand why. Maybe. I know, every time I say something, Shona, you're probably laughing your butt off. How many times did you restock? We sold, well, the thing is we only got 2 restocks of Black Dog for the Tortured Poets department. We only got 2 restocks. And that was it. And then it was gone forever. And, you know, when something's gone forever, like there's another Purple Midnights. But you notice how I'm not wrapping up Tortured Poets department? Not being funny. It just didn't sell. You know, the Black, if I had 5,000 copies of the Black Dog, I would have sold 5,000 copies of the Black Dog. Because that was the one that everybody wanted. So what did they do? They created the demand. It's Taylor and it's her team, and they're very smart. And they know how to make a buck. Or a billion. So, I mean, they took away the one, the most desirable one. And they left you with the other 3. I don't personally like all these variants. I don't know how you feel, how everybody feels about all the variants that are now out there for vinyl records. Like I was saying earlier, I prefer just the black vinyl. I like black vinyl. And I explained why too, if for those of you that weren't here. I like black vinyl very simply because I could clean it. I know if there's a smudge. I know if there's a hair on there. I know if I got a scratch on it. I know if something's wrong with it. It's easier to spot it on black vinyl than it is to spot it on any other color, as far as I'm concerned. And if it's a picture discs are now made differently. They're perfect. The problem with the picture disc is try to find a smudge. You can't. So our recommendation is if you're going to buy picture discs or if you're going to buy any colored variant, clean the holy mackerel out of it. Every time you play it, I am talking clean it. You know, it doesn't necessarily matter to me if it's a standard or if it's a deluxe version. As long as it's black vinyl, I'll always pick the black vinyl variant over the colored. Unless there's no other choices, like Taylor with Midnights, there's no black variant. then I will pick the darkest color for my personal collection. That's me. I'm not everybody. But I'll pick the darkest color because it's the easiest to spot an imperfection, because I want that record to last me 15, 20 years. That's just me though. Management. That's right. MGMT, baby. Cassettes are cool. I grew up with cassettes, so it does have a nostalgia factor out. Ooh. Ooh. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, silly names for who? No, you didn't. Ooh. I don't even want to read that comment. Wow. I don't even want to tell you I agree. Ugh. Ava Max is Timu Kakao. Holy cow. I could say something now. I could say something about how Sabrina's a cut rate Taylor, but I'm not, am I? I wouldn't dare say something like that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look what they made me do.
I'm starving.
Did you
get away from these people?
Did you
Everybody
see?
came to see me today.
See?
Everybody came to see me and take pictures.
See? They said that was harsh. Somebody said Ava Max is the Timu Gaga.
What's wrong with you?
That's what they said. What do you want me to do?
What's wrong with you?
So I turned around.
I guess you're the Timo. I'm not going to say it.
So I turned around and I said, I could say, but I won't, that Sabrina Carpenter is.
Okay.
Listen. All I can say is I can't wait for the new Cardi B album to drop. That's all I could say. I can't wait for the new. Do you know how much drama there's going to be? There's going to be a drama-filled hip-hop war. There's going to be. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. If there's no Nicki Minaj collab on that thing, it's going to get ugly. And I'll guarantee you there's no Nicki Minaj collab on that thing. Now you did see me wrap up some Sabrinas. Right there, though. Emails I can't send. Still got them. Still selling them. Sabrina, the one thing I can say is I'm selling more Gaga than Ava Max. I mean, Gaga will always sell, though, to be fair. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. What did you think about? I like 2024's music better until I hear this new Taylor album. Charlie XCX was the vibe, and she so deserved it. I mean, it was a master class in how to market. And if people in the industry didn't learn how to market and new tricks and new tools that are being implemented in 2025, I don't know how this year would have been. Because there's so many albums out right now. Not just pop albums. There's so many albums out in general that they learned how to market from 2024, that sometimes it's feeling a little off. That's my opinion. Such as the packaging for Charlie's Brat albums. and the different variants and how to control the market and create the demand and the buzz and everything else. A lot of that was learned from Charlie XCX. Now look. You're going to think that I only sell that Midnight's Purple, right? I sell this album is the highest selling variant. This is the Jade Green Midnights. People are buying up Midnights like crazy. But yet, you won't see any Tortured Poets department on the table. That's reality. It's too expensive. It's priced out of the market. You know, it's... The variants just crushed her. Now, if she does that again for this Life of a Showgirl, if she makes all these variants and puts one extra bonus song on there, I don't think it's going to help her cause. And I was on the dark side of TikTok the other day. Has anybody else been on the dark side of TikTok? Holy cow. I didn't even know that was a thing until a couple days ago. I was on the hate side of Taylor Swift on TikTok. I didn't even know this thing existed. Did anybody realize that there was a whole other side of TikTok that was mean to Taylor Swift? And everybody was bashing her for being, you know, a billionaire and this and that, and it was like a tragic thing. And I'm going, dude, there's other billionaires in this world who are far more harmful than Taylor Swift. So go pick a specialized billionaire and go pick on them, not Taylor. So, I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. I was saying that too. I've been waiting for a long time for a new Lana Del Rey. You know, I still love Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard. I think that album was tremendous. It's my second favorite Lana album ever. You know, that's how I feel about that album. I think it's terrific. A lot of it is not store music, but Lana Del Rey shows such a range. Tremendous. You know, look, I'm telling you, I'm bringing them. Blue Banisters is completely unappreciated by far. Ultraviolence as well. Ah, well, we're ready when you are, Tony, to make the road trip back here. She is making my lunch. I just figured I'd come on here, shoot the, you know, have fun with you guys for a little bit.
I got your lunch. Do you want me to pour you something to drink?
Yes, please. I don't.
Okay.
Just dump that cup, the red cup over there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's from yesterday. I didn't get rid of it.
Okay.
I'm almost done here. Well, not really, but it's all good. I literally have so many packages here though, because post office is closed today. It's almost unbelievable. Hello from Malaysia. Ah. Hopefully you were having a beautiful day in Malaysia.
Is it Monday or Tuesday? Or Sunday in Malaysia?
Another Taylor Swift. Jade Green. Nice to see you on YouTube versus whatnot. Ah, Hattori Hanzo. I hope you are sharpening your sword. Well, I am literally wrapping up website orders and all different types of stuff. We sell a lot of stuff. It's Tuesday now in Malaysia. That's very cool. That's very cool. So you already know what's going to happen before it happens. No, sorry, I'm being silly. I'm telling you, I am selling more Midnights than any other album. Sabrina Carpenter, I sold more of than Midnights, obviously. Ah, it's 3 a.m. now. Okay. But the 2 top selling albums of the week, Sabrina Carpenter, obviously. Because the reason why the Sabrina Carpenter, I'll show you. Hold on, because I got to move this stuff. But I will show you why. Okay. Now, we could play a fun game for 5 seconds if you'd like with these. Who wants to play a fun game? Something unique. First off, we sold the Conan Gray CD. Now, this CD is signed. This is a signed CD, the insert. Okay. You want to play? We can play. Give me 1 second here to find the actual things. Okay. Haha. First off, this got to go in a bag. But I'm going to ask you a very important question. Glitter or no glitter? For Conan Gray, what do we think? Do we include glitter in the bag? Ooh. Do you think the person who ordered this would appreciate glitter? Glitter? Okay. Because I do happen to have... Hold on. I got to get all this ready. I have none of it ready to go. Like, literally. Throw that out. And then we go, and we sprinkle a little bit in there. It's heart confetti. So that goes into that bag. Now, they ordered it with this Sabrina Carpenter. That's right. Man's best friend. This is the Dusty Rose variant for Sabrina Carpenter. Now, does Sabrina Carpenter get glitter or no glitter? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Glitter or no glitter for Sabrina Carpenter? Man's best friend, Dusty Rose. I need at least 2 people to say glitter. There's 1. Okay. I mean, because it's a thing. It's a thing. First off, we'll raise it like that, right? And then we'll go. Oh yeah, see how it rained on him? But wait. We gotta hit it with a few more on there. This way, it's not so much that it's overwhelming, but it's enough to be like, holy cow, I got glittered. Right? How mad could they be? And then we wrap it all up. Oh man, I forgot the sticker. Gotta put a sticker in there. I'm terrible. And then they get double boxed because they got the 2 products that are different. Hello, Mama.
Hello, I got everything ready for lunch.
All right, I'm gonna wrap 1 or 2 more, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm done. But I wanted to get to these so I could play my game and have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. I wanted to get to this part. But we go like that, we go like that, we go like that, and then we add an extra to there. Now, since it was Sabrina and Conan Gray, we're going to add just a little baby bit to the double box. This way, they know what to expect. Otherwise, they're going to open this thing up and be floored. Okay, and I removed the sticker. Whew. I was gonna say I thought I put the label in here, but nope. And I hit him with the fragile stamp. All right. We're gonna. You want another one? Did you like that? Because we could do it with this one. This one's a different order. This is a 3 order. Going to Jersey City. I'll remove that. Go like that. Oh, wait a minute. We got to start off with the CD first. It's a 3 order. This is the Joe Jonas signed CD I was telling you about. Does Joe Jonas get glitter or no glitter? Let me know. Let me know. Will they appreciate the glitter with Joe Jonas? Somebody's gotta let me know. Glitter or no glitter? No glitter. No glitter. Okay. So I got the no glitter for the Joe Jonas. So I'm literally wrapping this thing up, and the only glitter he got is what stuck to the package. By the way, that was the signed CD for Joe Jonas. Now, I'm gonna need a double box, so let me just make it real fast. Because then, there's 2 more with this order. Okay. Oh, I have it right here. Turn this. Now, they also got Gracie Abrams. How do we feel about Gracie Abrams? Yeah, we have a few more signed Joe Jonas CDs. Gracie Abrams and Sabrina Carpenter. This one's the seafoam green. Glitters? Because this is the same order. All right. So we're gonna hit them with the glitter. Fair enough. But the Joe Jonas? No. All right. Ready? We're gonna lift that up. We're gonna grab some of this, and we're gonna go. Now, see, that's not too bad. Somebody's gonna open that up. Oh, and just so everybody's aware of what I'm hitting them with, they're little baby hearts. It's heart glitter, so it's kind of like heart confetti. You know what I mean? It's not glitter. But it's glittery. This way, nobody can be too upset. You know, it's hearts. It's fun. It's unique. That's really what it comes down to. I wouldn't mind. The glitter is worth for you. Listen, we have had people complain. There was times where I did this, and I put this stuff in like metal records, and people complained. So, it's a thing.
Yeah, that was the stupidest thing they've ever seen in their life.
Yeah, they said it was the stupidest thing they ever seen in their life. Christy herself has sent the glitter back to us. Yes, as funny as that is, it has happened. So, you know, it's just a little extra something that we do. All right, last one, and then I'm going to eat because I'm hungry. It's way after. Holy crap! It's 3 o'clock. Let's see what I got here. This is a 2-off. You ready? This is a 2-off. So we're gonna remove this. Where's this one going to? M.O. Blue Springs, Montana. M.O. Missouri. Oh shoot! I put this box down. I forgot that label. See what happens when I start glittering stuff? I didn't even stamp it. Okay, now this is a 2-off. Can anybody guess what's coming next? I bet you can. But I bet you didn't see. There's that one, Sabrina Carpenter, and that one. So they got 2 different variants. This is the Seafoam Green Indie exclusive, and this is the Dusty Rose. That's right. Glitter? Yeah, I think Sabrina gets the glitter. I understand. I do understand the assignment. And I'll hit him with the alien sticker. That's right. Like I was saying, we have a bunch more going on. There you go. See, not too much, but enough.
But they feel the love.
Yeah, we just want people to feel the love. That's all. Right? As long as they feel the love. And I think they get it with the pop girlies. They understand that. Well, aren't you just a little bit sore? Just saying. I mean, you might have issues. Oh, I need one more of these. because we're gonna double box it. So even if the album isn't that great, according to your thing there, they're still going to be so happy they got glitterized. I mean, I did my part. Right, it's just music. The artist did the best job that they could. I just think if she would have waited a couple of months after Taylor, it would have taken off like a rocket ship. But who knows? What do you think, guys? One more? And you'll never guess what it is next. Because this is the end of the this side of the table. So I got one more on this table. I thought that was the end, but this is the end. And this one is going to Portland, Oregon. Okay, Portland, Oregon. You'll never guess. You'll never guess. It's Miss Sabrina Carpenter, man's best friend. She likes to talk on the phone. And of course we gotta hit him with the glitter, because we already established that. The pop girlies get the glitter. Oh yeah, this person got hit. That's a good amount. Okay. They're gonna open this thing and be like, what the heck just happened? I didn't sign up for this. Or either that or they'll love it. One of the two is bound to happen. It's inevitable. What would you think if you got a package in the mail that was full of glitter? Or heart confetti? Would you be happy, sad? Would you complain? You'd be happy? Good. Okay. I do need a leaf blower. Thank you, everybody. I hope you had fun hanging out with me. I had fun hanging out with you. I said some stuff. I did some things, but I did wrap orders, as promised. Talked a lot about pop music. You know. Smashing Pumpkins is good, too. Sure. Have a great day. Love you all. Be well if you can. Like a video. Hit the thumbs up button thing, please, if you haven't. Just because I think it helps. I don't even know if it helps, but it may help. I'm going to eat lunch because it is now 3:09. Thank you. Steph, you want to say goodbye? I know you're eating, but come say goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm going to hit some buttons. How do I hit buttons? How do I get off this thing?
I think it's the X in the corner.
It's been years.
It has. Glitter!
Woohoo! Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.